We all collect something, don't we? Sometimes it's toys or antiques, sometimes it's records or cars, other times it's just plain junk, or for some of us, even dust. Making Fun, The Story of Funko, is a documentary that follows how Funkos became popular and took over our culture. Imagine starting a company because you just wanted to have fun. Mike Becker did exactly that. He is the founder of Funko, and he and a couple of his buddies were just out trying to make a living and trying to figure out how they could sell something or do something and not necessarily work for a living. Now sure, does it involve hard work to get a product out to market and to sell it and to distribute it? Absolutely. So it's not about that, but it's about doing something that they absolutely loved and that they found a lot of joy in. And that's what Funko is. And that's how Funko began. Now the documentary Making Fun follows that. It follows Mike's story of how he began, and it tells it from all of these clips and photos and interviews. And then it goes into present day where Mike steps down, sells the company to Brian Mariotti, who then takes the company even further. Now he was a friend of Mike, so it's not some weird takeover or anything like that. And Mike even admits that Brian propels the company to a level that he couldn't have taken it to. So that's awesome. And for us as fans, that's a win-win. Through the documentary, we get to see what people collect and how they collect and their large collections, and a little bit about their stories, about what the fanatics, as they call themselves, do and the community that they have created, and not just locally, but globally. Now, I myself am a mild collector. I'm a casual collector. I am not hardcore. I don't get every single pop or Funko that's out there. I only get the ones that really speak to me, and a lot of those have to do with either TV or movies. Go figure, right? I mean, come on, I'm doing this channel. My collection is rather tiny compared to a lot of other people's. And I even have some friends who have just a ton of them in their house. Now me also, I unbox all of mine. I display them. As you can see behind me up here, I keep them out. I open them up so that I can see them, so I can touch them, so I can rearrange them. A lot of people, they use them as investments, or just they like to preserve them in their boxes. And there's nothing wrong with that. For me, that just doesn't do it. I need them out so that I can see them, so I can touch them, so I can move them around. Now I don't act them out or play with them. Well, maybe I do. The documentary is a lot of fun to watch, especially as a fan of Funko. It gives me a good insight into how the company began and where it's progressing and how it's now this global brand that also opened up a headquarters store type of thing in Everett, Washington. I've got to definitely make a trip up there because I think it would be really cool to see and to walk through. You can also go at any of your Comic-Cons. They have Funko booths, and I guess at some of them you need to have your wristband so that you can get in at a certain time because they sell out quickly, and the Funkos obviously go fast, especially to the collectors because there are Comic-Con exclusives that you can only get there. Or maybe eBay, I guess, afterwards, but you pay a huge premium. My Funkos are not investments, they're just for me, and that's why I keep them, and that's why I unbox them, and I toss the boxes. I don't even keep the boxes. I know some of you have gasped if you're a hardcore collector. I know, it's okay, I'm sorry, don't hate me in the comments below. While I have you here, I want to tell you about a few of my favorite types of Funkos, and these are vinyl idols. Now they're designed by a large evil corporation, that's what it's called, and then those designs are given to Funko to produce and distribute. Now vinyl idols look like this. This is Shaun and Ed from Shaun of the Dead. So now let me make a plea to Funko and to a large evil corporation. I guess maybe more so Funko because the designs, they've already been designed, they just need to now be produced, and I really, really would love them. So you see that I have Shaun and Ed from Shaun of the Dead. I also have Nicholas and Danny from Hot Fuzz. Now, to complete my Cornetto trilogy, I am missing Gary and Andy from The World's End. I need these created, please. My collection is not complete. Oh, please, Funko, I need you to make these for me. I will go out and buy them. You just tell me when they're made, where I can get them, whatever. I'll find them, just make them, and I'm gonna do the searches for it. I just love these so much, and they're so awesome. And obviously, I have 2 out of the 3 of the trilogy, so I need it to complete that. And since I'm talking about vinyl idols, hey, you know what I'd also like is the ones from the IT Crowd. I found these online and I absolutely love the show. It is one of the best comedies from Britain ever. I absolutely love it. If you've never seen the IT Crowd, you really should check it out because it's very humorous, it's very witty, and it's kind of this rapid fire humor, and some of it is very subtle. Now it is British, and so if you don't like British comedy or you don't get British comedy, you're not going to get the IT Crowd at all. But if you do like that, or if you ever have to deal with your IT department at work, you're going to get some understanding in the inner workings of how the IT people think and they feel about you. If you ever do searches for vinyl idols online, you'll get stuff like the Andys from Hot Fuzz. Ooh, oh my gosh, I would love those. There's also George Clooney's character Everett from Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? Well, that's a hard thing to say. Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? I'm a fop man. Get that? Have you seen it? You should check it out. It's really good. It's based on Homer's Odyssey, if you didn't know that. I'll do a review sometime on Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? Making fun is a lot of fun to watch, as it should be, because the whole company is based on fun. I mean, think about it. Funko, fun company. That's why Mike created it. That's why he named it the way he did. And that's how Brian continues on the tradition today. Making stuff for the fans, and you see just new pops coming out all the time, and new vinyls and new just iterations from Funko that are just constantly being churned out in an effort to please the fans. Now, I have seen on their website that they also take suggestions. I don't know how often they listen to them or how they go about their decision-making process, but if you have a really good idea and it has never been made, why not email Funko and just say, hey, you know what, I'm a fan, I would love this, what do you think? Maybe they'll make it. Wouldn't that be awesome if a design came about because you suggested it? If you're a Funko collector, you're gonna really enjoy Making Fun, the Story of Funko. If you're just a general collector, you're also going to enjoy it because it's a great documentary. Now, I think it would be a little self-serving for me to give it an actual rating because I am a Funko fan. I don't think that it would be totally unbiased. I would give it 5 out of 5 just because I was totally engrossed and I loved it. But I'm going to keep my rating out of that as an official couch rating because, you know what? I enjoyed it. It's fun to watch. There's no sex, there's no nudity, there's no violence, there's no profanity. It's just a good watch. It's not terribly long, and it's a good thing to sit down and your kids could watch it with you. What's the one vinyl that you have yet to collect? I'd love to know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this review, give it a like. Don't forget to also share and subscribe. I'm Chris. This is Movies and Munchies. Thanks for couching with me.